Thanks so much for joining us right here on Colorado Public Television for the broadcast premiere in the whole entire country of What on Earth Inside the Crop Circle Mystery. I'm Sherry Bernstein, and I am so pleased to introduce Suzanne Taylor. She's the filmmaker. She is a filmmaker, producer, director of this amazing film. And Suzanne, I haven't seen anything like this.
Well, indeed, this is a very unusual movie, you know. There's not, this crop circle phenomenon is one of the hidden secrets of the world. You know, we just don't talk about it in our media.
And how did you get interested in crop circles, and then in your journey of going to England and this amazing film, all the interviews, the research that has been done behind it? It's really fascinating.
Well, I was always interested in consciousness, you know. That was, how do we think? And why do we think in such destructive ways? Why are we so abusive to one another and to the planet? And the crop circles came along as just another subject matter, but then I thought, whoa, if in fact we're not making them, as the information seemed to indicate, that would really make everybody rethink about we're not alone in the universe. And if we once really realize we're not alone in the universe, everything has to be rethought. We will change everything, and that's what we really need now. So I got more and more interested in doing something, and then how do you tell the world about anything? You make movies. So I became a filmmaker. I'm not a filmmaker who found a subject. I'm a subject that became a filmmaker to bring this wonderful information to the world. It's so hard to accept something as radical as this when the world thinks, oh yes, people are making them. It's just easier for the psyche to accept that. But the fact is that if you examine the evidence, you know that can't be true. But we don't actually bring that out. People are not getting the evidence, which is why I made my movies. But the most critical evidence is the science. You take the material into the laboratory and there are biological changes to the plants, chemical changes to the soil. We can't create that. So that anybody who's really paying attention knows that we have a real mystery on our hands. They're different films. In the first one, we're telling you a lot about the proof, the science, the objective reality, the history of the crop circles. You cannot deny that there's something real going on when you hear about the science work that's been done. And my film is, I called it Inside the Crop Circle Mystery, which is really the tagline. It's not the exact title. I mean, the title is What on Earth, but then the line we use is inside, because I'm part of the phenomenon and because I'm talking to the people who are the most involved and the most passionate and the most knowledgeable, but I'm talking to them as friends, as you have seen.
And
but
as
that's
fellow
the difference.
People who are believers. I think that's important to point out, that a lot of people who come on as skeptics end up being believers.
Oh, absolutely,
do they not?
for sure. But what I wanted to make sure they know is that that first film, which they haven't seen, is a very different film. So up your pledge level and get that first film, because you really are going to get, there's no other film like that. There is no history of the crop circles out there. In fact, there's no Hollywood films out there except these two. The others are more like videos. So you will get a very different film with that first film, and I encourage you to pledge enough to get it.